All right, so first of all, yes, I have been wearing this shirt a lot, but you know what? I like this shirt. And honestly, the only way you would know if I've been wearing this shirt is if you've been watching my videos. So now, when I was 19, I was a freshman in college at this really awful, honestly, it was like a tiny school in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, and you were just cold all the time, and that's where I chose to go to school. Why did I choose to go there? I don't know, but it was not very good. It was not good for me mentally and like all around. Like, it was just not a good environment for me. 10 things that I would tell my 19-year-old self. The first thing that I would tell my 19-year-old self is to trust your gut. You are going to meet a lot of people, and your first instinct is going to be right about those people. So don't go off and be friends with people who you automatically feel like you would have never been friends with in the first place. The second thing I would advise my 19-year-old self would be that your story is going to help people. So when you're 19, you're going to go off to this like mental health hospital place, and you're going to go there with the intentions of helping people, and you're going to get emails and calls from this organization like talking about how they want you to intern for them, and you're going to get your hopes up. You're going to be really excited, and then you're going to go and they're going to tell you that your story is never going to help anyone. So don't listen to them, because you do kind of get really depressed after that conversation. But your story will help people. It just wasn't the right time, and those people were idiots. Just saying. The third thing that I would tell my 19-year-old self is to live alone. You have a string of bad roommates, and it does not get better. Just go live by yourself. You were much happier when you lived alone, or when you live alone, and that's when you really start to get to know who you are as a person and the adult you want to grow into. The fourth thing I would tell my 19-year-old self is that the toxic relative you have only gets worse. So stand up for yourself. The fifth thing that I would recommend is that you go ahead and be friends with that hyper girl down the hall, because she ends up being your best friend, and she's super funny, and yeah, she's really hyper, but you guys just mesh and you balance each other out and you complement each other's personality, and she's your best friend 10 years later. So go ahead and be friends with that girl, because she's super cool. And yeah, the sixth thing that I would recommend is that you remember your values. So you are a freshman in college and you are alone. You know, you're able to go out and do things that you normally wouldn't be able to do, and that includes going to parties. But just remember your values and who you are as a person, and do not be influenced by the people you're hanging out with at the time. It's okay to have fun, but just remember who you are, and don't let who you are as a person change because of the people you're around. So number 7 is, yes, you will still be with Aaron. You guys end up staying together forever and you get married. So don't worry about that relationship. I know right now you are going through like a rocky patch in your relationship, but it's okay, because you guys get through it and you end up staying together and everything is awesome. Number 8, go ahead and switch your major from teaching to psychology. Psychology honestly helps you understand a lot about yourself and the things you're going through that no one else knows about, because you're hiding it from everyone right now. But it does help you a lot, and then it also is helping you in the future to help other people. So go ahead and switch your degree, and you're gonna love it and you're not gonna regret it. And then honestly, you could probably graduate a semester early if you just go ahead and switch now. So do it, switch now. So number 9, I would go ahead and tell you to try to talk to someone about all of the emotions you are feeling, and find like a good counselor, because your counselor that you've always trusted kind of breaks your trust. So try to find someone you do trust to talk about everything you're going through. Otherwise, you are going to get into a really, really dark place. So yeah, go ahead and find someone to talk to, because it really does help. to talk to somebody. Number 10 is learn your triggers, because learning your triggers is going to help you, it's going to help you become more normal than you are right now. Like, I know you're struggling with your flashbacks and everything right now, but it does get easier as you learn your triggers. So go ahead, put in the work, figure out what is causing you to have flashbacks. And yeah, and then I also want to tell you that your flashbacks don't completely go away, but you do learn to manage them better. Those are the 10 things that I would tell my 19-year-old self. 19 to 20 was honestly a really hard time in my life, and I would not go back for anything to do 19 and 20 over again. But I am happy I went through that stage in my life, because it helped me to learn who I am as a person and to learn what I don't want in my life, as far as like people, and what I no longer accept. Like, it taught me to set boundaries and to love who I am, which might sound weird or whatever, but it is what it is. Like, I genuinely like who I am, and I don't think I would be here if I didn't go through that dark part of my life. I think everyone needs to go through some kind of trial like that, because if you make it out of that, then you can really do anything. And I don't know, I'm starting to sound like a broken record. I don't know, it's hard for me to end videos apparently, but yeah. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and that's all. I love you guys. Bye.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school, so you can feel cool. Give it